Hey everyone, it is time for a late June favorites, and I'm late because honestly I contemplated as to whether or not to upload this video because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of interesting products. I don't know, I really enjoy watching favorite videos, and so I figured I would do it anyway, especially because I have a couple of fails, or a few fails, not a couple, that I want to talk about really quick. So I will go ahead and get started. First of all, one of the fails is the Up and Up brand nail polish remover pads. These are absolutely awful. I tried this a few ways. I put it on my nail and let it soak there for several seconds. Tried to remove the nail polish, nothing. And then I went ahead and just like rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. And I rubbed for what seemed like forever and still nothing ever came off. So these are absolutely awful. This is what the box looks like. And it is the nail polish remover pads non-acetone. It comes with 10 pads. I would absolutely not recommend this at all. Okay. The next fail is the Maybelline Fit Me blush. This is in medium coral. I showed this in a recent haul video and the color looks great in the pan. The problem with this is that there is like basically little to no color payoff. I have to continuously keep rubbing my brush in there and then going on my face, and it just takes way too much work. I am no longer interested in these Fit Me blushes, which is unfortunate because I think they have really pretty colors, but yeah, wouldn't recommend this and definitely won't repurchase that. The last fail is a Chroma Beauty lip gloss. The lip gloss itself, oh my gosh, this smells so bad. Some people say it smells like honey, and I guess in a sense it kind of does, but it smells like rotten something. It smells really strong. It grosses me out. These are the ones that I'm talking about. No thank you. Will definitely not be repurchasing any of those, nor would I ever recommend those to a friend. So let's go ahead and move on to products that I did love, and we'll start out with some tools and some random items. The first tool that I loved in the month of June is the Real Techniques blush brush, and this was actually a non-favorite of mine last year because I don't use this a lot for blush just because it's a little too big for my preference. Sometimes if I'm in a big rush after putting powder on, I'll go ahead and use this, but the main reason why this is a favorite now is because I love using this with my powder to just kind of set my foundation. It's so super soft and it's perfect for me and using it for powder. But if you're like me and didn't care for it as a blush brush, then definitely try this with powder because it works really good. And I have tapped it in or kind of like pressed it in, and I've also buffed it in, and it works great with both techniques. So love this brush. The other tool that I have been loving is the Sephora makeup brush cleaner. I'm sure all of you have seen this. This is only the small size and it's only about $6, but I love this for spot cleaning. It makes spot cleaning super easy. So what I like to do is on a daily basis now, I like to go ahead and just spray my brushes and then wipe them on a paper towel and then just put them back because they don't need deep cleaning. And then I will deep clean about once a week or once every week and a half or so. But for daily spot cleaning, I love this. This works really well. Okay, so now we're moving on to face, and the first face product that I have been loving is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, which we clearly all know this is not a bronzer for any skin tone, but that's what it's called. This one is in Reserve Your Cabana. I love using this for powder, for like a setting powder. So it has like a little bit of sheen. It's not completely matte, but using it as a setting powder has really just been amazing. I love the finish on my skin. This is what it looks like. If you don't want to use this as a powder, you can definitely use it as a highlight, which I do not use as a highlight, but you certainly could. There it is right there. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up. Probably not. But I do use this with the Real Techniques blush brush and just kind of pat it in and set everything, and then I go in and buff it out. Love this. And this was not my idea. If you watch Teresa from Brunette Beauty Blogger, she's the first person that I heard talk about this, I think like last year. So she gets all the credit for that. Okay, staying with face products, the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus Foundation. This is my holy grail summer foundation. I absolutely love it. I think my shade, I don't really know. I think it's in maybe 25, maybe 30. I want to say more 30, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, this Matte Velvet Plus, it's a mattifying foundation. It just doesn't make me oily. It stays really well. I love the coverage. It's more of a medium to, I would say, more on the fuller coverage side, but just holds up really, really well in the heat. So I love this foundation. Okay, let's move on to lips. I only have one lipstick and two lip glosses to show you. The lipstick that I put on most of the time and especially reapplied with is the Wet n Wild Fergie, and this one is called VI Pink. I would say this one is more of a lavender pink. It is a beautiful color. I love wearing this one alone or with one of the glosses that I'm going to show you next on top, but it's just really nice and creamy, and I love the color. So that one again is Wet n Wild's VI Pink. The gloss that sometimes I will lightly layer on top is the NYX Butter Gloss, and this one is in the shade Meringue. And these butter glosses are absolutely amazing. They are very shiny. I find that they have good color payoff. They're very lightweight. They're not sticky at all. And they have beautiful shades. But they have the standard doe foot applicator, so it looks like that. And here is the color right here. So it's very, very similar to the Wet n Wild VI Pink. It's kind of like that lavender, has that lavender tone to it. So there it is there. And then the last lip gloss is from MAC. It's the one that I'm wearing today, which I think it's coming out like I'm really washed out right now since the sun's starting to go down. But it is the MAC lip gloss, or yeah, MAC lip gloss in Pink Lemonade. I love this color. I love this color for summer. It is more kind of like a peachy pink, I would say. Definitely has pink, but it also definitely has peach to it. But there is the color right there. Pink Lemonade is probably, if not my favorite MAC lip gloss, then it's one of my favorites. So there it is. Now let's move on to eyes. I will show you, let's see, where do I want to start? Okay, I'll show you a couple of single eyeshadow colors that I have been loving. The first color comes from the Naked palette. If you don't have this, you need to have this. This is a great, great staple in any woman's makeup collection, and so versatile, but we're not gonna, this isn't a review, so we're not gonna review this. But there's one color in particular that I absolutely fell in love with. I really packed this color on, and I blended it slightly into the crease, and not so crazy into the crease, but more so concentrated on the lid and just really packed that color on, and then lightly into the crease, and I loved it. It gave like a beautiful bronze smoky eye, and I put it underneath the lower lash line as well. And I know you are all familiar with this palette. So this is it right here. This is Smog, and it's just a beautiful deep chocolate bronze color. Very, very crazy pigmented. So that is one swatch right there. There you go. So that's what it looks like there. And I'll show you a swatch on my hand. All right, there is the color Smog. Is it not gorgeous? Beautiful, beautiful deep bronze color, and I just love it. Perfect for this time of year. Okay, the next color that I rediscovered and fell in love with in June is from Chanel. It is a classic Chanel color, I think. It's one that's talked about a lot on YouTube, and this is Chanel's Fauve. Okay, so that is Fauve. It's, again, just kind of like a purple taupe color. Beautiful, beautiful color. I use this all over the lid. And I can't remember what I used in the crease, but I just remember putting this on and falling in love with it all over again, as if it was my first time putting it on. Okay, so there is Fauve right there. It definitely pulls purple tones, and I love it. I love purples, as you can tell. Okay, the last single eyeshadow I have is one that I kind of went back and forth with. I was like, do I love this color? Do I not love this color? I don't know. But once you get like the crease color on and your whole face is complete, I don't know. It's one of those like really neutral, kind of like a boring color, but it's so pretty. I know that sounds like horrible. But it's true. It's just one of those colors that doesn't look like anything until your whole face and eyes done, and then it looks complete, and it's just really soft and natural and beautiful. And it's from Laura Mercier, and it is the eyeshadow in Baroque. So there it is right there, just very, very light neutral brown. Again, looks very boring. It does have some very slight shimmer in there. It doesn't look like it's pulling up very well, but just a nice color. I'm not even going to bother swatching this one on my hand because it won't pull up very well, but there it is in the middle. Just a beautiful shade for all over the lid. You can do anything in the crease. A really nice rich chocolate brown like NARS Galapagos or Urban Decay's Twice Baked would look gorgeous in there. And it's a nice neutral look, but it looks really pulled together. So very happy with this one after all. I'm glad that I picked it up and I kept it and I played with it. I forgot to show you something for the lips that I really have been enjoying, and it's the Nivea Lip Butter and Vanilla and Macadamia Kiss. I feel like this really moisturizes my lips. And this one I keep by my bedside and I just really love it. I wake up and I feel like my lips have been moisturized. Now recently I kept all my favorites in a makeup bag, and so over the last week I've been deciding like, do I want to film this? Do I not want to film this? And so because it's been in my makeup bag separately and not on my bedside table, I have not been using this. My lips have been dry. They're just kind of like peeling. They just feel yucky. So I'm so glad that now that I have filmed this video, this can go back on my nightstand because I really miss it. Let's go ahead and go back to eyes and just wrap it up with that. I only have a couple more items to show you. The first one is one I don't need to talk about at all very long because all of you are familiar with it. I used to love this for the purpose of layering another eyeshadow on top and just really bringing out that color. But lately, especially in June, obviously this is June favorites, I loved wearing this color by itself. It is so beautiful by itself, which I have honestly never done before, or at least I don't remember doing it. But it's the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this is in Bad to the Bronze. I would say it's kind of like a little taupey bronze, but beautiful. Again, all over the lid, and you're good to go. Beautiful color by itself. So there it is there. Okay, and there it is right there. So definitely if you compare it to the Urban Decay Smog, you can see this has a little bit more taupe tones, or at least I'm hoping that you can pick that up. And this one has more bronze tones. The last favorite that I have is, oh my goodness, I want so many more of these, like so many more of these, especially during the summer, but it is the Makeup Forever Aqua Shadow. This is in the shade 20E. This is beautiful, beautiful. It holds up really well. I don't want to talk too much about it because I do have a video coming up on different eyeshadow sticks. I love this. Just know that this holds up really well. I love the color. In June, I was very much about a very just neutral, quick eye. I didn't want to fuss a lot for some reason. It was just all about the less eyeshadow I have to layer and put on, the better. Okay, so there's the color right there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So simple to use, very creamy. Once it sets, it's not going anywhere. Okay, I'm done rambling now. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to comment with some of your June favorites, or if you have any questions, leave them down below as well. I promise I'll get back to you. So have a great day or night, whatever time of the day it is, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.